Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Jackson and I are out doing one cast today. It is Wednesday the 14th of December. I boated up here just the bottom side of the Narrows. They're not running any water. Water's pretty clear here, but it's still a little murky at our place. They've run some water, but not enough to move all that dirty water out past our place, but they're just not running much water right now. Maybe a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours in the evenings, all they're running. I have got, and I just missed him, a white megaworm on under a float about 2.5 feet. And I got him. Caught a fish here a second ago, and it was a male that had already starting to turn dark and had a big hook jaw. And this is a male too, but he hadn't really started turning yet. He's got a little hook jaw going. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrapped around my rod a little bit. So I'm just gonna fish, kind of work my way up, fish the channel. It's not too cold today. It's in the mid 40s, a little bit of wind. Still got the cloud cover, but it's a real light cloud cover. Not dark like it's been. Still a little bit of current here at the Narrows, usually is. I'm going to kind of speed fish this. What I want to do is work my way up into this real shallow water up on this gravel bar. I've got a couple of flies I want to try. Oh. Got a couple of guys up here throwing jigs. These fish are small, but they're all three so far have got great big bellies, so they're feeding pretty good. Which is pretty good. Good deal. Oh. Yesterday's one cast is still on my computer. I had some fairly major problems with the computer. And we are still working on that. So hopefully we'll get yesterday and today's video uploaded later today. Without going into too much detail, I somehow filled up a 20 terabyte hard drive. Nathan doesn't even know how I did it. So we're offloading a bunch of stuff off those. I've got an 8 and a 20 and both of them filled up. They're external hard drives. And computers don't work very good if you fill up your hard drive. So that's basically my excuse. I worked on a couple hours. I spent a couple hours last evening messing with it before I realized what was going on. That's 2 in a row I missed. Water's sitting a little bit high. Not a little one. It's amazing how many small fish are up here. Just about up to where I want to fish. The little stuff. I'm going to start out with the number 22. It's called an RS2. It's a pupa. Olive. A little bigger fish. That was fun yesterday fishing with Lake and catching some pretty nice fish on a jig. That was pretty awesome. This is almost big enough to net, but I think I can get him off. Let's go one more. Got my trolling motor buried in some gravel here. I think they're hitting it. Kind of playing with it now. What is the deal? Well, am I misreading? Float? I just checked the hook. Okay, it must be on the bottom or something, because that went under that time. Weird. Okay, all right. The float started going that way that time, so I knew that was a bite. Maybe they were just grabbing the tail. Okay, let's go try to catch some skinny fish. That's what I call that skinny water up here on the gravel bar. It's a foot deep or less. I don't see a lot of fish feeding like with their tails out of the water. Maybe it's because the water's sitting a little high. They're always there. Okay. I think I'm going to take this off, even though I'm in probably a foot and a half of water. I'll put this on. Okay. I can't even show you hardly what an RS2 is, but I might have to find a picture of it online and stick it on there. So I'm only going to fish this about maybe a foot deep. That's cool. That eagle just broke off a big branch off the tree right above me. I didn't even see him sitting there. So he's working on his nest. It's pretty cool how they do that. They'll sit on a branch that's, I guess, small enough to break, and when they take off, they just hold on to the branch and break it off. That's what you heard. And their nest, his nest is right in there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fish out this other side, so. Okay. Might fish this just a little bit deeper. Oh, and I've got 7X tippet on this. Mainly because it's just such a small fly, I feel like I need to use 7X. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay. I see a few fish out here working. I got way too much leader on this thing. I think I just had a bite. I just missed him. These fish are pretty good size. Ones that are up here feeding. They're not as active as they normally are, though, right now. I don't have a split shot on this. It is sinking. So I tested it. If this doesn't work here in a minute, I've got a couple more I'm going to try. Okay, there's some over there. See these guys right over there. Okay, if they don't take it on this cast, I'm going to put on a little blood midge. Okay, let's try blood midge. I tried a couple of flies back here in the skinny water. Didn't get it all, so I'm not going to bore you with that. So I'm going to switch over and throw a scud. This is a scud I used the other day and did really good on. It's kind of a tan scud. It's number 16. Get it nice and wet. I'm going to fish it a little deeper than this. About 3 foot, 3.5 maybe. I'm not going to fish the channel. Fish out towards the channel. Water's pretty dead. It's still got a little bit of current. There's no no chop on the water. Not sure if that fly should sink well enough. Yeah, it's sinking. It's got a little weight, a little lead in it. Fish out the side. I'm going to move it, make it dance just a little bit across the bottom. There's a little chop below me where I started. Might be working its way up here. Something was nibbling on it. So our plunge is tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Probably go live a little bit before that, I assume. That's if we have all our stuff together and everybody's ready. Ooh, I saw a nice fish out there. A little bit further. See if I can catch him. Here comes that wind. And mega worms, kind of hard to beat. It does catch big fish too. Oh, just a little bit of movement. Just a little bit of movement on that float. That's all it was. Hooked him for a second. Wind's blowing my boat around. One more try here and then I'm gonna move. That kind of looked like a bite. That was a bite. Oh. That was a bite. I'm gonna run down and fish a bank real quick on the way in. It's usually got some feeding fish on it. Come on. Ooh, I'm getting a little thin on the hair. Howdy. Be back in a minute. Okay. I think you can see Fall Creek Marina down. I've only dropped down a couple 300 yards from the Narrows, and this east bank, it's pretty shallow. Usually has a lot of fish up close to it feeding on scuds. So I'm going to fish the same scud. Like I said, it's getting pretty sparse. Fur's coming off of it. And I'm going to fish it a little bit, not quite as deep. I've had several people ask me if I'm ready to jump in the lake tomorrow. I don't think you're ever ready to jump in the lake, but I guess I am. I see some fish on down here. I'm not seeing any right in here. These fish usually are a little agreeable for some reason. A little more agreeable. There's one. Oh, that was a terrible cast. Ah, it's another terrible cast. Okay, here are the fish that I was looking at. I'd like to see what they're doing before I throw in there. There was one. There he is. Eat it. Wow. That was not good. He spooked out of there. Probably too close. That was the biggest pot of fish that I saw. Oh, there's one. Oh. Spooked him. I guess they smartened up a little bit, maybe. There's usually more fish in there feeding. There's not as many. They usually just line the bank. Oh, there's one in there. It's moving around. Well, I got lucky. I threw in short. Got a blind one. It's a pretty fish. Ugh, I should not be doing this. That was way too big to be lifting. Thank you. There's some more up here. Oh, wow. I just kind of threw out there just to throw out there. Started looking and my float was taking off. It's another one that's a little big. It's a male. Oh, don't break my line. Thank you. So I just got him by the skin, right in the nose. Sorry, bud. I missed the water. Well, why would those fish down there up on the flat not eat the scud and the fish here jumping all over it? It's stuck on the boat somewhere. Okay. Too much line out. Oh yeah. They didn't spook. Yes, eat it. That's a good sized fish. I would not have lifted that one in the boat. Okay, I'm not seeing any now. Nope. Not seeing any anymore. And I'm sure there's fish all up and down here. They're just not. They're not up in the shallow water feeding. I think I'm gonna call it quits. I need to head back. Oh, here's one up here. He is in shallow water. Yeah, he's already bugging out. That was a small fish and his back was out of the water. There's one right up here. Okay, I'm done. The mega worm saved my day. It was a lot of fun. Felt like my phone was ringing. Okay, last cast. Oh, caught my camera. I'm done. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.